Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan is under fire after calling former Al-qaeda leader Osama Bin Laden a martyr. Bin Laden was the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks that killed nearly 3,000 people. Bin Laden was killed 10 years later in a US raid in Pakistan.
Pakistan had to face a lot of humiliation despite supporting them in the war on terror, and was then blamed for their failure in Afghanistan. I can never forget two incidents that caused embarrassment to Pakistan while supporting the US. In one of the incidents, the American came to Abbottabad and killed, martyred Osama Bin Laden. What happened after that? The entire world cursed at us and spoke ill of us. So our ally comes to our own country to kill someone and doesn't inform us. And 70,000 Pakistanis have died in their war. Look at the humiliation that caused to all the Pakistanis who were abroad.
Let's bring in JAVED Rana now. He joins us from Islamabad. JAVED, why do you think Imran Khan used the term martyr to describe Osama bin Laden?
Well, it has a context. The context is that in the past, he used similar terms for those who've been fighting against the US in Afghanistan. He, in fact, at one particular point of time, around 10 years ago, he justified the resistance in Afghanistan. He called it a jihad, a holy resistance from Islamic perspective. So what we have heard yesterday is nothing surprise. And also he has in fact played to the galleries. The galleries in Pakistan, public perception in Pakistan has largely been that he's a martyr because he was a sign of resistance against the Americans who were responsible for backing Israel, who was responsible for backing those countries who were killing Muslims. I think it has a broader context, and that is how the belief system of Prime Minister Imran Khan unfolds. It is not surprising for those who have been monitoring him, who has been watching him. But the government says that everybody, particularly the opposition party of former Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, his son Bilawal Bhutto has tweeted he has criticized him. And the government's point of view is that the opposition is making mountain out of molehills. So I think there's a larger, bigger picture, and the bigger picture is that Prime Minister Imran Khan has never felt comfortable with American invasions in Muslim countries, particularly in Afghanistan, because of which tens of thousands of Pakistanis were killed, and because of which at least 250 billion US dollars were lost to the Pakistan's economy. I think it has a broader context. It reflects his belief system, and particularly at a time when the Americans are withdrawing from Afghanistan under an agreement with the Afghan Taliban, largely on the terms and conditions laid down by the Taliban.
So you speak about this belief system that Prime Minister Imran Khan has, and him calling Osama bin Laden a martyr. Do you now think that this is the official line of Pakistan's government?
Well, this is not official line. Prime Minister used two terminologies: killed, martyr. Now it is up to us which one we picks up. So those who wants to criticize him, they are picking up martyr. And those who don't want to criticize him, want to justify it, they are saying the kill. Now, he has been using both these terms whenever he speaks about those Muslims who have fought against the enemy. This has been the similar pattern. This is how he talks. He is not a kind of man who will have who's a hypocrite. He would not hide his belief system, but given the fact that Pakistan's official policy has been very different, so I think the government is certainly trying to clarify that there is nothing in it. The opposition is unnecessarily criticizing. That is how the government perceive it. But given the fact that Imran Khan has used similar terminology against other Muslim leaders, those who died in the battlefield, I am not surprised. But certainly we have to see that when Osama bin Laden was killed in Abbottabad in Pakistan, then the government had bulldozed that residential area, because the government at that particular point of time feared that this residence may become a shrine, because people in Pakistan, since it is a largely Muslim country, out of love, they may start paying their tribute to that residential building. So I think it has a larger context, and the larger context is Imran does not feel comfortable with the kind of invasion the Americans has been carrying out against Muslim countries over the years.
Okay, JAVED Rana, live shows there from Islamabad. Thank you for that update.